Welcome to the second episode of Cut to the Chase. Davis, how you doing?
Dangerously good, D.
Perfect. Let's rock and roll. Now, last week we briefly talked and touched about the database and what we do with databases. So today we thought, let's have a bit of an in-depth conversation on what you do these days. But most importantly, let me know, 20, 30, 40 years ago, when you started real estate, what was a database like back then?
When you were a twinkle in Dad's eye, we were doing good old-fashioned handwritten notes. But here's the irony around those stuff, right? If you send someone a handwritten note now, it's quality. It's like you receive a present. But yes, a lot of handwritten notes. Used to do 20 cards a day, and email was just starting to come out.
So you had a computer?
Yeah, no, I had a computer.
Okay, so it was not that long ago. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, look,
Windows 87.
Windows 87. Okay, how old would it have been? Oh, let's leave that for another day. Hey, look, I guess what's a database today, though? Obviously, everything is on digital, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Yeah, and there's a lot of platforms out there, right? Obviously, you know, different brands got their own database system, but then you've got I don't know, without bringing any names, there is a lot of platforms that you can pay and you can customize, and some of them are real estate based, would you say? Like,
yep.
So today we're not talking about any particular database, but I'm going to tell you what I do.
Right, what do you do?
I use a good old school Google spreadsheet that all of my admin team can access. And we've basically got the whole database on there, which I can see. And in a database, for me, what I call a database is obviously my vendors, my future vendors, and I put the name, their address, their phone number, the email address, and the date that they bought the property. You know, those are the only information that I've got in there, so that I can sort of, you know, divide it by the suburb, divided by the those kind of.
But the key to any database is how do you make sure that data is real clean, right?
Yeah.
I know some people that I know very well that have got databases that got 3,000 or 4,000 names in them, and you know they've got one or two listings, right? It's not a clean database.
Yeah, that's right. And me and Abby have got this rule of thumb that if we don't have the full information, we don't put them on there, because for us it's about targeting them on a monthly basis. And you know, if you're missing the email address or if you're missing the phone number, then they don't get the full spectrum of what we offer in terms of information.
Okay, so someone's on your database. What's the points of contact? Phone, email. I see you got thousands of letters here ready to go.
13,000 letters. Yeah. But those that's not just to the database. But yeah, look, of course you've got the address. And last week we said you got the address, so send them something in the mail. Now you remember when I started a few years ago, I only had 30, 40, 50 people. So I used to deliver them by hand, because I didn't have the money for the postage, right? And I had the time as well. So you deliver in the mail, and I used to put $1 spreadsheet and just make it a little bit more special, right?
I saw that. Your lucky day.
Your lucky day. Yeah, we did one recently as well, like that. So you put something in the mail. You got the email address. So there's a couple of things you can do with that. Of course, you can send them an email from whatever database system you use, which we do. With Harcourts, we use H1. So they'll normally get an email once a month with a market update video.
They normally will, or they do? That's a process.
They do. But as well, you got the email address. Send them something from your email address directly. They cannot unsubscribe. Because I don't know you, but I hate when people unsubscribe. It just takes me so much to get them on that. So get something from your own email address addressed to their names. And it could be something as simple. Aaron, last month we had a record sale in a suburb sold by another agent for this much money. Something like that, you know, something that gives them
who does that for you? You're not doing that?
Not these days. No. I used to. Now I've got my admin team and my, the team PA that does that. But that is an individual touch point, you know, to the name from your email address.
Beautiful.
You got the text, you got a phone number, so of course you got to call them. I take the opportunity to do a movie night and call my database, but as well I call them sometime for a record sale or something like that, but I do a lot by text. And the text message cannot come from one of those mass group text messages services, because it's not from you.
Yes.
So it comes from my phone number and it goes direct address to the person. Hey Aaron.
So you're doing one-on-one?
We're doing one-on-one, but that's
a commitment.
But that's why people understand that I genuinely care to let them know, to inform them what's there.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Makes it real. You're not part of a herd. It's like people feel that it's like, okay, I'm important to Team Diego.
That's right. Right. Now, you know when they bought the property, so, you know, that was actually one of your recommendations. Send them a bottle of champagne or Prosecco or something nice on the day of the anniversary, you know, and of course, you know, it's got 1,000 of them is going to cost you a bit of money, but we are here to make money, not to save money. In your famous words. And then there is a lot more that you can do in terms of digital. But then I think it's a conversation for another day because we can talk about that for an hour.
Awesome. Abby, is Diego still doing the database on the anniversary?
Yes.
Beautiful.
System and processes, Davis. System and processes. So basically, that's what I do. I'm not perfect, as we know. I've got more issues than a Vogue magazine. I like that line. I used it with my wife. She laughed. But hey, look, we do what we can do to give the best service we can, right?
Beauty. And next time we're going to talk about some of the biggest mistakes we've ever made. And man, have I made a few of those.
That's right. You have, and so have everyone. But it's about the failures and how you progress and how you learn from failures. And obviously, real estate. There's going to be talking about that. So hey, thanks for watching. Second episode. Please subscribe if you haven't done it already. Share with your friends and colleagues. We love to have some followers, don't we?
Beautiful. Stay well, go well, and go far.